Hey, what's happening, everybody? Today, a little something different, kind of a creative process thing. Of course, we're going to work on the Jeep and overhead console. I know JKs, JKUs, all the JLs, they all have something that's built for them. I don't really find too much for that kind of that overhead console for the old TJs. So I'm going rogue here. I'm going to try and create some of my own. We'll see how it goes. If you like this, if you like the photo, or if you like how it turns out and everything like that, man, go down, give me a thumbs up, give me some creative or constructive. Tell me what I did wrong. Maybe I should have added something at the end. Go down, comment, tell me what you think. Hopefully this turns out good, but first, we got to get the hardtop off, and it'll be a lot easier to work around to see where everything's going to go. So I got to get that done first. Let's get started. Alrighty, so here's the idea. Like I said, we're gonna put, these all need to be all turned faced up and all the side pieces put on for the soft top. But right now, what I'm gonna focus on is trying to figure out exactly where that overhead console is gonna go. Kind of really rough measurements, like a 32 by 8 inches wide. I'm going to build some brackets in the front to hopefully come up over, well, here, you know what? I'll just take you inside and I'll point out a few things. So with that front piece pulled off of there, all pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm going to try and build a bracket to probably screw in right next to that tab, that loop, right there, and then probably come way over here on this side. That loop should be right there in the center, so I'm going to have to come up with something kind of creative to come up and over and back down around that plastic piece there in the front. I may have to, I may have to trim just a little bit off there, just off the front edge of it, just to get it to come back and over, but we'll see. Alright, so it looks like I kind of did forget to get my microphone turned on here, but I'm getting ready to start mapping this thing out and trying to space things out, use the existing holes and everything that are there, and of course use my cardboard aided drafting here, my CAD system to kind of set this thing up, sure to save a lot on metal cuts and time there. Alright, so as I get this thing all fine-tuned here and ready to go for it, we're going to go ahead and jump ahead to that metal piece that I finally do get cut out for this, and get this all kind of squared away and get back to telling you what I got going on as I'm doing this. With the aid of that cardboard, and here we got it all cut up. It's not... this happened to be some metal I have laying around. This is way overkill for this what I'm building, but I think this will work. So got everything bent up. I definitely need to take down the edges a little better and clean them up, but this is what we got. I'm going to pull this off completely, and now we'll have something just like that. Like I said, right now I'm not for sure if I need to come up or come down, or it's even my two angles are a little off here. So I'm going to go back and pull that one out just a tad. So now, set it up here. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, the screws I have, I just found some self-tappers I had in the back. I don't know if these will work. I'll probably end up, I think about right. I can tell right now I need to take off that inside edge just a little bit. So you know what? Might as well just take care of that right now. Yeah, that thing's on there. Maybe I won't need to get those inserts. Now let's see. Like I said, I knew I was going to have to take off some of this, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it now. Mark, yeah. So I think all I need to do is I'm just cutting the back edge of this to space that away from there. So here's what I think I may do. So those holes I put in there, I wonder if I can slot them just a little bit to be able to adjust this thing up. It's in there, it's really, really tight, which is not a horrible thing either, but that's in there pretty snug. I think maybe I'm gonna slot those up just, see if I can slot them up just a hair, and then I can bring that up about the width of the, because these will still, yep, everything still works there. So now, yeah, that thing ain't going anywhere. And then we'll work on this piece coming across. Like I said, like right now, I feel like it's too long, but I almost feel like maybe I should bend it back up, put a second bend in this right out in here. I don't want it hanging down below my head either. Kind of like to keep it up about mid-bar to there, which the board here's a little long, but then that way. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna, I think right here on that second bend, first things first, I think, let's adjust those out. Alrighty, so looks like we got our bracket made, got everything kind of bent and put into where we wanted it. I don't quite like the angle of everything, but I've got another piece of cardboard here. This is kind of the one we're gonna kind of look at for the length of it. So this is what we're looking for, something about like that across there. And then, like I said, I'm thinking put like 2-inch holes in this all the way down this thing, so it's not going to be super heavy. And then I'm going to put a piece of 1/2-inch pipe across the top to keep the strength in it this way. Also, we'll build and weld some tabs on here to be able to bolt it onto the top. So actually this will be more like that. It'll come across just like that. But I do still want to cut this out right here to be able to reach up into there. So yeah, not too bad so far. But I got some other stuff I got to do today. So yeah, taking my time on this one because I kind of want things to kind of, well, I want it to turn out good. So all right, so you guys know that I went ahead and I did some work there on the inside and got that bracket installed on the header piece up there at the front of the Jeep. And I did source some of this material here. And I'm going to try to, well, I've already cut some of it up, and then I'm going to place these bars here on either side. And well, I've actually done that. So I wanted to show you what this was, and I'm going to weld them to the edge to strengthen them up. Then this is going to be kind of what I use then for any of my connectors or anything like that. So hopefully, you know, if I get a phone bracket or a molly bag or anything like that, I can connect it to this. So we'll take it over to the Jeep. We'll go check out what I got made so far. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, so over here at the Jeep, I went ahead and I've kind of placed this up in here. It's not really exactly where we want it, and it's absolutely too long. But you kind of get the idea of what we need. The front bracket up here, of course, I have it just setting on top, but I'm actually going to put it underneath, and I'll have a couple bolts that attach to it. So what I need to work on right now is actually the back part here up at the roll bar. I'm going to end up taking off the sun cover first, and then the roll bar, and then bring this up to where we need it so it's actually going to be level, because that's still not level at that point. So it still needs to come up probably about the middle of the bar. My idea right now is to see if I can make some kind of a round. I mean, if I can find a piece of pipe that was the same radius as that, that'd be perfect. And then I could just actually weld on a couple little brackets, put some not pop rivets, but some rivet nuts in there. Like I actually use rivet nuts for up there. I'll show you how to get those in a little bit. Those are absolutely phenomenal. But we'll get this all taken apart, and then I'll kind of show you what we got going on. So that's next. So I'm gonna take this stuff back apart. See you then. All right, so got the sun visor, sun thing off the top. Got this taken off. You can kind of see there. You've seen one of my other videos on how we did all this. I'll put a link maybe in the description or something like that. But anyway, we got this all. So now I have to magically come up with something that'll fit that radius there. So I can build a little bracket that I can probably punch right through this here. And then that way I can actually come out here with just these two little nubs that stick out. And then I'll probably do riv nuts on those to be able to have them connect to that bar, to this piece coming back across. So I got to come up with some measurements between here and here to get that done, and then build up something like this. Once I figure that out, I don't know, it's not going to be tonight. So yeah, I'll let you know what I come up with. See you guys in a minute. Hey, welcome back, and you got a bird's eye view today, but I want to show you what we got done so far and what I figured out. I found some pipe. It wasn't the perfect fit for this, so I actually had to hammer it down a little bit, flatten it out. But I think I got something that'll work. And so what I did, kind of got everything kind of mocked up. I had to mark it up. I did cut this a little shorter so it'll fit in better. But I drilled 2 holes in here in order for us to be able to put these little riv nuts in here. And they just drop in. They should drop in there. Maybe I have to run the drill in there just a little bit more to get those to slide in there. But those are the ones we're going to use in here, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So first of all, I need to now tell you what, this little tool's pretty slick. Run it out, put the nut in here like this, and then when I pull this down, this actually crimps the end and holds it into place. And I should be able to, well, I thought I had the right drill bit on there. There we go. So yeah, like I said, get that thing screwed on there, drop it into place, and it's just a matter of just pulling this back. You're not going to pull it through, grip it down there nice and tight, work it back up, and then this here allows you to unscrew that back out of the nut. And now we got an insert in there. And then do the other side. Now then, I'm going to put these on here, stick my bolt in there, attach them on there, and they'll be good to go. Still need to do some doctoring up. I want to clean up these edges and stuff on here, get these a little nicer, going to shoot them with some paint, all that good stuff. But that's what it looks like. Here, let me try and bring you down here a little closer. All right, so this is what we got so far. Everything is all attached in. It's all mocked up and everything. I mean, this thing ain't going anywhere. I don't have the bolts completely tight. That's why it's rattling. But that thing's not going to go anywhere. I got a bunch of cleaning up. I want to do some more welds along the sides. Get this all cleaned up so it's a little more seamless. It's got a little bit of a sharp edge right there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this back edge here. It's pretty rough. I'm hoping that maybe it's just up tight enough to the padding and everything that it's not going to be an issue. But I got some cleaning up and some painting, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. I'm gonna show you, see, like right here, like looking across, I mean, it is right there in line with the roll bar on the side and everything. So yeah, everything is up high. It's not going to get in the way. And then if I want to put on a radio or molly pag or something down through the center, I have something that I can attach to down through the center. And if I want to take it off, no big deal. It's just a matter of 4 bolts and it's gone. So there we go. And I'll show you the finished product. Coming up right now. All right, so that's going to do it. That's going to wrap that up for this one. Hope this kind of inspires you guys to go out, try something out yourself, build something yourself, even get a little dirty. And hey, I'm excited. I can add a CB. I can add all kinds of stuff now. So go out, try something new. We'll see you guys next time. Later.